Hi, ladies. It's Marie. You're catching me with my glasses today because my eyes are bothering me. I promised to get on at noon and really talk about where the road leads you if you stay in crazy busy. Um, the bottom line is, and I talked about it in my alignment and balance video a ways back, but the reality is if you continue to go down this crazy busy life where you're not taking care of yourself and you're not on the list at all, and you're just serving everybody else, and you go to bed and you're like, God, all I've done is give, and I still feel like I failed, and I got nothing left. The word failure comes a lot for women who are in the crazy busy. We just feel like all we do is fail and all we're doing is trying our hardest, and damn it, we're good. We're really good at what we do for a living, and we want to believe we're good moms and partners and all of these other things that come into our life. But when they're all combined together, everybody gets a little less. And by the way, we get nothing. Um, and the truth is, when we continue to walk down this road and not handle it, the first thing that happens is we numb out because we can't possibly feel when we're on the road for crazy busy. Because if we really felt the payment of crazy busy, it would stop us in our tracks and force us to change, quite frankly. But instead, we just numb out. We're just in survival mode. We just keep on going like that little Energizer bunny. And we just numb out to real feelings. We're just kind of here. It's not that we're not feeling joy. It's not that we don't have bad days. It's just we never let anything go too far. We're just in this tight zone because we're holding it together. And if we keep on going and keep on going and keep on going, just holding it together and numbing out, there really are three roads, and they kind of lead to each other. But sometimes you can be high skilled and going back and forth and back and forth. But the first one is really bitch. I don't know about you, but when I am feeling completely overwhelmed in my life, I'm really short with everybody. And I don't have a lot of patience. And when I need to say, I'm frustrated that people aren't like moving faster or doing things the way I want. And I tend to be a little more of a bitch than I normally am. I'm a really nice person, or at least I like to believe I am. And yet when I am in crazy, busy, and overwhelmed, I can be a bitch. I can be really short and not my best self. And by bitch, I mean, there's ranges. There's ranges of bitch. I'm much more really hard on myself versus boxing and blaming other people. I blame myself for everything, but there are other people blame everybody else as a coping mechanism and don't take responsibility. By the way, blaming myself over and over again is also not taking responsibility, and I can talk about that in another video. But here's the thing. If I'm going, I can't be my best self. If I'm crazy busy and not getting any of my needs met, I can't be my best self. And when I'm not my best self, I'm short and I'm bitchy. And then if I keep on going down that road and I'm just not my best self and I'm beating myself up because I've become this bitch, and why did I say that? I didn't really mean it. And all of this stuff in that hamster wheel of our brain where we're just beating ourselves up and beating ourselves up. Now bitch has given us another thing to beat ourselves up and not let go. Then we just become like, why is everybody else not living this life? Why is everybody else not seem as stressed as I am? Why is everybody else able to figure this out? And then bitter comes. And bitter is just like complete and total disassociation that you can take any control over your life. And so you just get frustrated and bitter, and you look at everybody else's life in their purest form, because by the way, everybody's dealing with something. But we see everybody's life is together and doing a better job than us, and us only failing, and then failing ultimately can become bitter. And then ultimately burnout, which becomes really black and white thinking about like, I'm either going to fail or have to quit. I mean, they're the same thing, by the way. I have to quit in order to be able to breathe, in order to be able to be a mom I want to be, the wife I want to be able to go out there and date and find somebody. I'm just going to have to quit because this job is just too hard. Well, the reality is, and I keep on saying reality is, but here I am in reality. I've done it all. I've had my moments of bitch, and I'm not perfect. Gosh knows I still get bitchy now and again. And when I do, it's a signal that I'm not taking care of myself and I'm not in control. Because again, what I mean by being in balance is who is driving the bus of your life. Are you driving it, or is the responsibility, guilt, pleasing driving it? And in balance, in centered life, which is where I want you all to be, you are making choices. You are in control of your life, not everybody else and not everybody else's needs, but you. And sometimes even when you're in control, you can feel overwhelmed. And when you do, you really have to look at your life and say, okay, back to your tools and get your life back in order. And it's a good warning system for me when I'm bitchy that something is going on where I'm not taking care of myself. But burnout is a fallacy because it's just complete and total black and white thinking. And black and white thinking doesn't work because it's an either or proposition. And there's a gazillion ways in between. And they start with redefining how you're going to live your life and setting boundaries and beginning to say no and all these things that you need to be taught, because honestly, you getting anything you need somehow in your brain is selfish. And that's just damn wrong, because you getting what you need and finding your soul purpose and finding quiet and being able to breathe and, believe it or not, going to bed and not beating yourself up, going to bed and feeling energized. What a concept, right? These are all things that are possible, guys. This road has so many other roads to it besides bitch, bitter, and burnout. There is joy and there is abundance and there is peace. And guess what? It doesn't require you quitting your job. It just requires you reprogramming your brain, quite frankly, and taking back control of your life, actually taking responsibility for your life that some of us never have done. I know I hadn't until 3 years ago. I just really didn't even know that I could. And then everything changed. And I started walking down this road and getting help and going through programs and counseling. And through all of that, I found myself. And here I am, I'm going to say it, 53 years old, for Christ's sakes. I just turned 53 a couple months ago. And I have a better life with more abundance and more joy than I ever thought was possible. And everything that I really wanted has come to me because of that. I am not swimming upstream anymore, holding onto that rock so hard about how it should look and how it should be. I've let go of the rock and I've let my life take me where I want to go. And it's an amazing thing. And it can be possible. And in June, which is just a day away or a couple days away, maybe it's tomorrow. In June, we're really going to focus on really starting to help you guys more and more, doing more live videos and more, maybe some polls and things like that, to really get you to recognize the pain you're in your life, because bitch, bitter, and burnout are dead ends. And they're really painful places to be. And we're all dealing with really some things that are really bad sometimes, like lots and lots of bad things happening. And some of us are just dealing with lots and lots of stress, like there is a big old boulder on our back. I used to think that my job was the enemy of my life. I used to say that. And by the way, I wasn't even ashamed to say it. I wasn't embarrassed to say it. I firmly felt like my work was sabotaging my life. And it was this, again, either or proposition. And I realize now that my job is part of how I feed my soul. I just needed to get it in control so that I had more time and energy and space and peace and quiet to have other things in my life besides responsibility and pleasing people. And so I want to show you that way. And I'm going to help you as much as I can in this group uncover things. But I also have this 8-week program that is very finite and really gets down to what's keeping you in crazy busy and how to unleash an amazingly beautiful, abundant, peaceful life and still be rock star successful women. I've done it myself. I've put other women through this program. It's amazing. It works. It's a lot of condensed stuff that I've learned over the last 3 years to make it really easy for you. And it's transformative. So messenger me if you're interested in finding out that. But mostly I want you right now to look at your life, and is bitter, burnout, or bitch part of your life right now? If it is, isn't it time to change? Isn't it time to change? There is a reality out there that is different than this, and it's never too late to get it. Never too late to get it. And I urge you, you signed up for a group called Crazy Busy Women in Balance for a reason. I urge you to take this seriously. Make this summer your summer of change. And stop living in this deficit scenario of crazy busy and start living a full and abundant life. I don't want to make this too long. It's already 10 minutes, so I'm going to say goodbye. Hope you guys watch this video and learn something. Please comment about some nuggets that you found helpful, and messenger me, please, please, please. If you just want a free coaching call, I'm here to help. I really want to help people. This is my mission in life, is to help women out of crazy busy, because I've been there and I see so much pain. And I want to show you a different way, because I've done it myself, and it's just amazing. It's possible. It's possible. So messenger me. Have an awesome weekend. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.